This is Spritzer from AutoGlanz, and this is Quick Test Tuesday, a brand new mini-series brought to you by Sparkling Autos. And in this mini-series, which I will be uploading on a weekly if not fortnightly basis, all being well, I'll be taking a quick look at products from the shelf and deciding if they are something that I will be using on the channel in future projects, or if they're just going straight in the bin. And by quick test, I do mean just that. I won't be using these products in a multitude of scenarios at different ratios. It's going to be very quick. Pick it up, read the label, use it as described, and then decide, do I like using this, or am I probably never going to use it again? Now for those products like this one, for example, which have a range of dilution ratios, I'm going to go straight down the middle. So let's get stuck into it. Now the label on AutoGlanz Spritzer says it can be used anywhere from 25:1, obviously for heavy soiling, down to 250:1 for light duties, and it also states that it's LSP safe from 100:1 ratio, and that's exactly what I've gone for today, as the protection on the bonnet has been on for roughly 6 to 8 weeks now, and will be featured on the channel very soon, so make sure you're subscribed as you might not want to miss that one. But sticking with this quick test for now, and as you can see, the car has a lot of road dust on it, and it certainly has its fair share of bug splatter across the front, which is a great condition for a car to be in if you're wanting to test the balance with a citrus pre-wash being strong enough to remove the likes of bug splatter and road dust, and not that strong that it's actually going to have an impact on your last stage protection. So now that we've seen our test area and seen what we're dealing with, let's just get on with the test and using the product. As you can see here then, I've decided to use this in a normal spray bottle, although you can use it in a foamer, or indeed through a foam lance applied via your pressure washer. Which, depending obviously on how this product fares in my quick test, I may well look at doing in the future. So as I said at the beginning, this is a quick test and I'm not going into any crazy levels of detail here. It's a pre-washed product, I've sprayed it on, leaving it to dwell for a couple of minutes whilst I get set up, and then I'm going to remove it and we'll see what the results are like. First thing to note then is ease of removal, which as you can see here, it's easy to remove. Not much more to say about that. And you may also notice that I'm not doing the entire car here, just the areas we looked at the start, as I think obviously doing the whole car would defeat the purpose of doing a quick test. And now to take a quick look at the performance of the product. So as you can see, or hopefully you can see, the road dust has been removed. It's done a good job there, but what about those bugs? Well, if you can look past the various stone chips on the front of the car, you can see that the lighter bugs at the very least have all been removed, and the heavier ones, certainly it's made a good impact on them. It may not have removed those completely, the ones that were more embedded, and if you look at the wing mirror, again, most of it's been cleaned off. There's just perhaps that heavier bit on the inside there. We just focus on it. There we go. And what about the lower parts of the car? Well, once again, the road dust certainly seems to have been removed, including most of the crap that was stuck to the sills underneath. Now ignore the inner guards because they weren't sprayed and I haven't pressure washed those yet. We were just concentrating on the bodywork for this one. So given the fact that the product was actually diluted at 100:1, I think it's done a fairly decent job of cleaning power. It hasn't removed everything, but you do have to strike that balance between removing all the dirt on the car and keeping the protection safe. So how has it fared in that regard? Well, let's take a look at the water behaviour on the bonnet. Well, given that I didn't actually record the water behaviour before applying the product, it's kind of hard to demonstrate what impact it has or hasn't had, but what I can tell you is it hasn't made it any worse than it was before it started. So what about this AutoGlanz Spritzer product then overall? Is it a winner or am I going to bin her? Well, there's only one way to find out. Yeah, I think this one was a fairly easy decision to make. It's going to join its siblings on the shelf for use in future videos. And that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, was my first ever episode of Quick Test Tuesday. I hope you do like the format, and if there's anything you think I could improve on, or even products that you'd like to see me do in these quick tests, let me know in the comments below. All feedback would be much appreciated. In the meantime, thanks very much for watching, and take care.